dressed simply wandered through the empty villa. She took a bite of an apple without a care in the world, but when she turned around she got a shock. A man outside the door was staring at her, a hunting rifle slung over his shoulder. Just as the girl was about to confront him, another man walked over. She hurriedly called out to her boyfriend. These two were her boyfriend's brothers. But the look in their eyes as they stared at her was filled with lust. Her boyfriend knew what his brothers were thinking, so he made an excuse to leave. Just then, the girl had finished her shower. When Billy burst into the room, Gina tried to run away, but Billy shoved her against the wall and began groping her. Gina threatened him with her boyfriend, but Billy didn't care at all. Just then John suddenly pushed open the door and watched them silently. Gina's pleas for help and Billy's shouts were all witnessed by the fat man.
Alors si tu veux en profiter, tu entres, sinon tu te casses et tu fermes la porte.
Amid the sound of John chewing, he turned and closed the door. He listened to the cries coming from inside the room, seeming to hesitate for a moment, but he still chose to turn on the TV and crank the volume up to full blast to ease his guilt. He took off his clothes and jumped into the pool. 10 minutes later, the boyfriend returned. He looked at his friend with contempt. Then he walked into the room to comfort Gina, but seeing the girl blaming him the whole time, Jack turned and stormed out in anger. When the girl woke up again, Jack approached her once more. He used his status as a wealthy man to offer Gina a good job and promised to compensate her financially as well. Gina was instantly furious. Only then did she realize Jack had done it on purpose, but the next second Jack knocked her to the ground. In Jack's eyes, his girlfriend was nothing more than a tool. Taking advantage of Jack turning away, Gina hurriedly fled. Seeing the two running outside, they immediately gave chase. The will to survive made Gina forget the pain. Even barefoot, she didn't slow down for a moment, but soon she found the path ahead had ended, facing a cliff hundreds of meters high. Gina was terrified. The men had caught up to her as well. Panting heavily, they stared at Gina, as if realizing the gravity of the situation. Jack began to apologize. Then he called for a helicopter. They agreed that in half an hour, the helicopter would take the girl away. Seeing the situation resolved, everyone breathed a sigh of relief. The girl nodded slowly. Jack turned around. Gina had fallen to the bottom of the ravine.